Alright, so I'm gonna call 0x1 and negative 4,000 y1. I'm gonna call 120 x2 and negative 13,000 y2. And we call slope m. So I'm gonna do negative 13,000 minus a negative 4,000 all over 120 minus 0. So if you didn't write minus a negative, go back and fix it. This is going to become addition. Minus a negative is going to become addition. So it's negative 1,300,000 plus 4,000 all over 120. Now, here's your question. I called this one x1 and y1, and this one x2 and y2. So that's negative 13,000 minus negative 4,000, and 120 minus 0. So that's negative 9,000 over 120. And what's the number there? Negative 75.
Oh, snap, so mixed. So you know how homework?
Wait, let's focus on this. Because run it then. The interpret is more important on your quarter one benchmark, which is 17. It's in about 5 days, you guys. 5 days.
The what?
The quarter one benchmark, you have a 5-day window to get done 2 sessions. So, I'm hoping to start you guys on the very first day, which is October 17th. You'll come in here, you'll have a Chromebook, and you'll do the first session. You have the whole period to do it. And then the next day you'll do the second session. So it's no calculator and then calculator. And that'll be next week. 2 days in a row. Over all of quarter one.
Is that negative 9,000 over 120?
It sure is. So on that, and I already have the study guide, so I've been looking to see, like, what should I be covering with this slope. On that is a lot of words, a lot of word problems. So interpreting this slope means we need to understand the words here. We could look at it as negative 75 over 1. So the y-axis represents elevation. So if I wanted to apply words here, I could write elevation. And the x-axis is time. And writing the fraction like that is really helpful to making it a sentence with words. So this negative 75 represents elevation. And the 1 that you could leave underneath it, sometimes I put it there and sometimes I don't, represents time. So we need a sentence to describe that. You can put negative 75 over 1 in a sentence with elevation and time.
The slope of the equation is negative 75 with an elevation.
Hey, did you guys all write the assignment down?
No.
I'm going to change the screen so I write the assignment.
So this is the one I just did right here. This one I did last night. You tell me which one, wait. This one 5 over negative 2. So this was right. I just need negative sign.
Here's your answers for 1 through 10. It says -3/5. That's a negative slope. -3/5.
What happened? I got the R. Yes. There's R.
Which one?
Yeah. What happened? Yeah, what happened?
You stop yelling across the classroom. Stop touching. Sure, we'll go. Sure, we'll go. Down like it, so.
God, fuck. I 7.5.
So is it more? Yeah, we did tell you.
Yeah, that one.
So if we put 0/4, you got that right? No.
That's what he is. Yes, you see the amount of salad. The amount of ranch. No.
Alright, who's got a question about these? Alright, I have a handout for you to fill out right now. So this is your classwork. It's notes, it's a note handout, so you fill it out and just copy what I write on the screen. This is what we're doing. You're copying down what I write on the screen on this handout.
I just gotta pass these back.
You guys can start filling out what you think you know. Okay, pass them back. Yeah, these are for you to keep and write on.
Wait. Pass them back. Like back. No.
So did you get a paper?
No, she dropped them on the floor.
So I'm gonna pick it up. I don't care. You guys have too much eyes on it.
I got comfortable. I was chair.
Who didn't get a paper? You guys go ahead and start filling out what you know. Gavin, you can probably fill out the first 3 bullet points on your own. Interesting.
It's up there. It's standard form, the y2 minus y1, or is it the y2 standard form?
Okay. Let's start with what you know for sure. The second bullet point
It's y equals y2 minus
is
y.
m equals.
Yeah.
Alright, so slope formula, this is the second bullet point, is what we were just doing. Y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. Now I'm going to go to the stock standard form. Is ax plus by equals c.
I remember this.
It's not one that you use a lot, to be honest. There's like not that many word problems that go with it. So ax plus by equals c. You usually graph by. This is where we practice plugging in zeros to find the x-intercept. That's when we plugged in y equals 0 and the y-intercept. So we did practice standard form, but I never like stopped and told you this is called standard form. So when we did plug in 0 for one equation, find x-intercept, plug in 0 in the other part, find the y-intercept, that was standard form. It's not talked as much about as slope-intercept form. So slope-intercept form is y equals mx plus b, and if you want to label m as the slope and the b is the y-intercept. All noon, right? Yeah. So domain is our x values. And range are the y values of a function. So the domain and range of straight lines is always the same answer, all real numbers. And so if you never do anything besides that, you think domain and range is always all real numbers. benchmark review and they ask for domain and range of word problems. So I'm just going to note this now. We're not going to do it today. But just keep note that domain and range of word problems is more complicated.
But
And we'll talk about a word problem with domain and range tomorrow. Alright, so there's two skills on this paper that we're going to practice today. Skill 1 is to make a graph. I believe you've done that before. And skill 2 is to rewrite equations. I think skill 2 is going to be more difficult. So to graph, you're going to begin at the M value. No, I said that wrong. You begin at B. Begin at B. Because begin starts with B and B is also B. So begin at B. And then you move the M value because M and move, they both start with the same letter. And the movement is rise over run. So you begin at the B and you move rise over run.
Depending if it's angle or positive, right?
no, it's all the same.
No, Sharika's right. Sometimes I call it fall over run. If it's negative, instead of rising, I go down. Fall over run. If it's negative, I don't rise. I fall. Yeah. It might help with the negative to consider it like that. Alright, so let's do our two graphs. If you're really confident in your graphing, you can go ahead and start.
Yeah.
If you don't know it, you write it. So we're gonna begin at B. It's a negative 1, so we're going to begin at 0, negative 1. The B value is a negative 1, and you pair that y-intercept with a 0. So that goes on the y-axis. So here's our beginning point. Begin at B.
You put 2 points.
Yes.
You always
have
need 2
to
points for
And you move M, and the M value here, 3 over 5, and it's positive, so we will say rise over run.
That's the dawn.
Now 2 points is all you need to make a line, but you guys, I don't want you guys only going one way. I want you to be able to match the pattern opposite. So you need to be able to, while this was up 3 over 5, you need to go the other way and go down 3 left 5. So make sure you don't just go right. That's fine if you do. Try to go the other way as well. Yep. No, it's supposed to be. Because I want to go up. So this is 1, 2.
You don't go to this every time.
No, I'm really glad you said because sometimes I will put it in the wrong spot. I'm glad you're looking at it. No. Let me go the other way before I do that. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Gavin, maybe I should write the word all here.
So it would be 5 and negative 5?
I don't think you should.
Maybe I should clarify if it's all x values. Okay. So when I look at where this line hits, it's right here where x is 0. It's right here where x is 5. It's over here where x is negative 5. And actually, since we connected the points, it's every x in between. Here x is 2, and here x is negative 3, and here x is negative 4. And the arrows on the end means it goes forever. So the domain is actually all real numbers. For all straight lines that are not word problems, it'll hit every x value, all real numbers, unless it's a vertical.
It's your range will be all.
Yeah, and it's also, Gavin, if it's not straight up and down. But it's straight up and down's not a function.
How would you be
So when I look at a word problem, the reason the domain and range is more complicated on a word problem, like this was negative 4,000, right? And it went down. And the x-axis was time. There's no negative time. So for domain on this one, I would say between 0, because the x value here is 0, because you don't have negative time. And then I would have to find like where they hit the ground on the submarine. Let's say it's negative 10,000. Because the like this arrow won't go underground, right? So word problems are more complicated. There's a starting point and a stopping point, whereas this line goes forever. All right, on this second graph, I have a new way to write this. Oh, all real numbers. Because for y, the line's going to go up forever and down forever. It's going to hit every y. That won't be true for a word problem. The submarine doesn't go up and down forever.
So for all graphs, it's going to always be all real.
If it's not a word problem. For all lines.
So for global, for range and domain.
Mm-hmm.
So because it doesn't have a beginning or an end, it's all the numbers.
Correct.
Can you do examples of not all the numbers?
The submarine is an example of not all the numbers.
In a word problem?
Yeah.
It's not crazy.
So sometimes it's confusing when the negative is in the middle of the fraction bar. So I will always write my negative on top. The negative in the middle, you have to be sure you don't make them both negative. So if there's a negative in front of m, I put it on top. So I don't question where it goes. Step 1 is to begin at b. And here b is 2. So I put my dot on 2. And then I move the m value. Since it's negative 3/4, this would be a situation when maybe we want to say fall overrun instead of rise overrun. It's a negative, so it's more appropriate to say fall. You're not going to rise. So I'm going to count down 3/4. And it's really not too advanced to only go one direction. You have to be able to match the pattern so that your line's going both ways. So I went down 3, right 4. Now I'm going to go the other way. I'm going to go up 3, left 4. Whatever pattern makes it a straight line both ways.
All real numbers.
So the arrow means this goes forever. So while this graph ends at -6, if my graph went to -20, it would keep going. And if my graph went over here to -100, this line would still be zooming right past. It's going forever. And it's also going forever this way. So it's hitting every x number. It's like it's infinite. It's infinity. You could also just say infinity. No. That would be the most appropriate way to do this, to plug in zeros, because that's standard form. But your Algebra 1 curriculum says that you need to be able to rearrange this. So your second skill is to rewrite it in slope intercept form.
So we basically.
So we need to write it in y equals mx plus b. Should have left some more space for you. So somewhere on here, you need to fill in this bubble. You want to rearrange to get y alone. We're rearranging the equations. So this is standard form, and you have to show that you can get y alone and put it in slope intercept form. So that's a lot of work to show. Oh no. Like how much work? We already did rearranging equations, so. Okay, we ready? Not yet.
Oh,
We rearranged, but it's formulas like distance equals rate times time. Okay, so I'm gonna locate y. There's y. And my goal is to get that y alone. So maybe I want to go back to putting a little line in here. And I'm going to move everything to the other side so that y is alone. I'm going to cancel out. The first thing I would cancel out is x. It's a positive x, so to get rid of it, subtract x. So right here, I put the x term before the constant because I know my goal is to have mx plus b. So when I add x, I didn't put it on the end, I put it right in the middle. So I put x before the constant. A is called a constant, and I put the x, I jammed it right in the middle there. Now my last step would be to divide by 2. I don't know if you guys have room, but I'm going to do one more thing. I'm going to separate. I'm going to separate the terms. You can go to the back if you don't have room. So, and you don't have to show all these steps. I'm going to show a lot of steps. Just want you to know where to get my numbers from. So look what I did. So I've separated into 2 fractions. Negative x over 2 is the same as negative 1/2 x. Those are equivalent. And 8 over 2 is 4. So getting this far is really good. Separating and simplifying, that's finalizing it. The slope intercept form. You got a test on this? So our slope is negative 1/2, and our b value is 4. Huh? X divided by 2 is 1/2. Yeah. Yeah. Let me show you.
Because x is equivalent to
So
1.
x over 4 is 1/4 of x.
Oh.
Yeah.
That might be like 1 in.
Yeah. Because 1/4 times x, that's the same as x over 4. You know, those are all the same thing. All right, try it again on number 4. Try to get y alone. There's the y. I'm leaving it there. And I'm moving this x first. When I look in front of the 13, not behind it, I see it's positive, so I will subtract it. Is it over there? Yeah. Well, do you have to, can you simplify it? You know, like this y was alone here, but I wanted you to break it apart. You know? No.
I thought it was negative x.
Because this is x, I can't do 64 minus 13 if the x is with it. They're not like terms. So this is a movement. It's not a combining. I'm just moving it to the other side. Well, we want it to look like mx plus b, and the x is always in front of the constant. So I always will push that x in the middle there.
So if you can't simplify negative 13 over negative 8x, can you simplify the 64 over negative 8?
Yeah.
Okay.
So this is the answer. That's pretty good, but I'm going to separate and simplify.
No, simplify 64 over negative 8.
And actually the negative over the negative over is positive. So at some point, you might not have to write this step. Like this really to me feels like extra work. Because I know 64 divided by negative 8. I already know that answer. So I would just jump to this next step. I'm just showing you this work to help you. But if you don't need to write this out this long, you don't have to.
So would it be y equals negative 13 x over negative 8? Would it be plus negative 8 or would it be minus negative 8?
Mixed number is less preferred than improper fraction. And the reason actually is like if you think about the PSAT, if you were to enter a fraction in, they want it this way. Because if you put 1 and 5/8 in that fill in the blank spot, the computer reads it 15 over 8. There's no way to show a mixed number in a Scantron. And actually, for like higher math, we plug in improper fractions. So it's not wrong to make it a mixed number, but this is preferred. Last one.
Our homework one is oh, sorry. This not this, right? Wait.
Only the last two you have to rewrite. Can you see that?
Did I do the x one?
No.
The y?
Yeah. Because you're not in the right form.
Wait, so on this one we gotta get the y one, this one x.
No, you always get one wrong. What's your question? Something? Okay. Wait.
So the
But miss, if you have a negative variable, what are you supposed to do?
It's gonna be negative.
So you're right. What we're left with when we move that 4x through subtraction, that minus sign stays in front of the y. And now we're going to divide by negative 1 because technically that's negative 1 times y. That's what you're looking at is negative 1 times y. So I'm going to divide by negative 1 on both sides. It's not wrong, but look, it's supposed to be mx plus b, which means the x is in the middle. It's equivalent, but technically it's not in the right form.
Will that just turn everything positive?
If you look at how I wrote it, I put the -4 with the -1, and those will cancel, making it +4. But the 6 will turn negative. Now you're gonna find your book and open it to page 244. It's mostly graphing, like the top two problems. The last two problems you have to rewrite it. Yeah, tell them that I did last night's homework.
All these are graphs.
Yeah, they're all graphing, but look at the last two problems. You gotta rewrite it.
But man, they got an extra number.
Everybody pick your book up. Save your opinion.
Is it algebra 2? No, yeah, it is.
You can start your homework.
Mine's working.
What you got?
The first two on your handout are examples. Yeah, so go to the top half of the handout. It starts like the top half of the handout. It starts like the top half of the handout.
I'm looking at that stuff.
Did anybody find a book other than theirs under their desk? Can you just take a picture of this for a second? Yeah. Yeah, pass it to Montagne when you're done to this page. And last night's homework was one version.
Mine, that's not it's long long.
Like, are you sure you wrote your name on it?
Is that
I wrote.
Yeah. I think some of mine took you.
Oh, I know, I didn't. It's not even in here. Miss, what about it? 27, 28.
That's where I am.
You guys, it might help you on this one if you write +0. So the B value in number 25 is 0. You're gonna keep that to help you with this. So I'm gonna start at 0 and I'm gonna go up to over 1. Remember, if it's not a odd underneath it. So maybe you want to write 2 over 1 and put plus 0. And so you're going up 2 over 1.
I got 3 of them done.
They're silly. I have like one sock.
I didn't
My
know
feet
you
hurt,
said-
so I don't wear my shoes. I don't wear my socks.
I ain't doing nothing.
Announcement.
Pardon this interruption, I have a couple of bus changes. Bus 1019 will ride 1045. 1019 will ride 1045. 1055 will ride 1057. 1055 will ride 1057. Thank you and have a great day.
My 4 hours.
Okay.
Wait, what?
Wait.
Are you ready? No, I didn't.